Hallelujah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today is Wednesday. Wednesday, December the 15th. That means two things. First of all, hump day. Am I wrong? Am I right? Drinking hump day? Is that still cool to say or not? Probably still cool. It also means that today is the 15th day of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite Blind Whiskey Tasting Advent Calendar, which I'm taking part in and sipping along with them through and making terrible videos about. I just returned from Kentucky, like last night, the 14th, which is why day 14 was a live stream. I didn't have time to shoot it and edit it. All I could do was go live and screw it up, which is what I did. I screwed up day 14 worse than the nice and naughty list. That year Santa got into all the smoke wagon. Schlammered Santa can't keep a list straight. Sammy B, bad. Sammy G, good. Even though Sammy G stole a Mercedes G-Wagon and crashed it into a bank that he robbed. But today is a new day. Day 15, I'm gonna go in here strong. I'm going into day 15 super strong. I just got back from the world's top whiskey taster, where I was a judge alongside Fred Minnick and Peggy No Stevens and Steve Nally. They trusted me to taste and judge the blends of the competitors alongside a panel of legends. So how about I don't screw this up? This should be easy peasy. Turns out I am dumb. So there's that. Day number 15. 15. The amount of cookies I leave out for Santa on Christmas Eve. And then I wake up and eat 12 of them before he arrives. 3 is enough for Santa. Have a holly jolly Christmas as I swirl this glass's ass. When will I know which bourbon will go inside my big fat ass? Apples. Caramel apples. Caramel apples and black peppercorns. Caramel apples, black peppercorns, and soda pop. Like a Coca-Cola caramel apple black peppercorn. This is a spicy cookie. Spiced apple ring. Have you guys ever had the spiced apple rings? They come in a jar. They come in a jar, and you take a fork and stick it in there, and you pull out an apple ring, and they're like purplish red, and they're an apple ring with a hole punched out, and it's got like beet colored juice in it almost. It's like reddish juice, and they're spiced apple rings. Spiced apple rings are a must for Christmas, especially if you invite me over. But yeah, a little spiced apple ring on here. This has a very familiar nose. A very sweet, familiar nose. There is a little bit of cherry on it, maybe like a little bit of grape, like a little bit of barrel tannin, which does remind me of a Jack Daniel's product a little bit. This actually, realistically, and weirdly smells like one of those delicious perfume samples that you get inside the middle of a magazine. You're like just flipping through you're just flipping through your favorite magazine, whatever magazine exists nowadays. And then you come across a page that makes you stop because it's got something hard in the middle of it. And you're like, what is this? And then you rip open a piece of paper. And on the inside of the glued paper is the essence of a perfume that they want you to smell and sample. And then you take the magazine and you rub it on yourself. And then you realize that it's women's perfume and that you now smell like women's perfume and glue and magazine. And not because you were touched by a woman, but because you were touched by a magazine. That's actually scary accurate. Hopefully, when I put this perfumey page on my palate, I'll be able to dissect it and precisely pronounce the pronouns that particularly hopefully I can guess what this is. Alright, day number 15. 15. Day number 15. Is that right? I don't know. Hold my beer. This one's going down the hatch. Oh, wow. Whoa. Luke Longley, that is good. It's potent. It's pungent. Vlade Divac. Robert Tractor Trailer. That was powerful. Day number 15 packs a punch right to the prostate. Very dark fruits, very tobacco, very barrely, very tanniny. The nose I was leaning towards possibly like a Sam Houston 15 or something, or maybe like a Jack Daniels Barrel Proof. And then on the palate, the proof just like went through the roof. It shot Santa's fat ass directly into orbit. And when he came back down, he told me that it was higher proof than a Sam Houston 15. Much higher proof. Bryant Big Country Reeves. That was interesting. Part of me wants to say that this is a Jack Daniels single barrel proof. If I've learned anything over the past 15 days, it's don't overthink stuff. If I learned anything else over the past 15 days, it's don't trust your gut and actually put some thought into it. So, how the turntables, I want to say I'm like 90% sure that is a Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Mateen Cleaves, this is hard. Ass hairs on an icicle. This is difficult. This is either a bourbon or a Tennessee whiskey. Its proof point is up there. 127? George Murison, this is a tall order to figure out. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who commented about my health and saying get well soon, I'm way better. I shot day 13 about a week ago. It was right before we left for Kentucky. I shot day 13 and that's when I was feeling icky. Now, day 15, feeling friggin' good. The nose was great. The palate was great. The finish was pretty good. It's a great pour. I'm going to put it in the great category. It is an 8.0. An 8.0. I'm going to say it's a Jack Daniels barrel proof single barrel. That's my guess. All things point to Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Except for the things that don't. And those things I'm going to ignore. And I'm going to look dumb doing it. So, here we go. Day 15 is Jack Daniels single barrel proof store pick. Whew, friggin' nailed it. It's Brittany, bitch, and I am back. Call up Mrs. Claus. Tell her it's a red panty night, baby, and Santa will be home soon. Minnesota Whiskey Elite Top Value COVID Lockdown Blues, 131.5 proof. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, your hat on your head, your wits about you, and your reindeer on their leashes? Are they leashes? Or are they rungs? No. Whatever you put reindeer on to have them guide your sleigh, keep them attached to those. Or fall from the sky you may, onto your head, in a cemetery where you will lay there for eternity because you're dead. If you've made it this far and you haven't hit the subscribe button, do it. I double dog dare you to do it. And if you do it, I'll put you on the nice list for eternity. Unless, of course, you unsubscribe, in which case I will hire a murderer to come and kill you.